What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Yukon Phil toy review, and we're going to do something a little bit different today, but not too different. He's here. Finally stocked Amazon long enough to where I could get him for a good price. Let's take a look at Slash. This thing that looks way better in person than it does on the internet. Trust me on that. He is huge. Very excited to get this guy unboxed. I just got him the other day. Been waiting to do a review for you guys. Obviously, this is Wednesday. We've changed things up a little bit this week just because I'm spending a little more time on Friday's video. But this is going to be a cool figure. Very excited. There's a good look at him. 2 head sculpts, tons of weapons. I'm excited for this one, guys. I think it'll be good. That's just kind of the normal everyday back of the Super 7 box. The side, you just get graffiti bricks. That's really it. So there we go. Let's do it. Let's crack him open. Let's over to the review table, see what he's all about. But I think this is going to be a good one. Let's get it on. Let's do it. All right, guys, here we go. We've got everything out of the package. Probably about 20 minutes later. Getting these hands out was a complete nightmare. Getting the head out and then getting Slash himself out. Guys, if you're going to take him out of the package, which I'm sure most of you are, set aside like an afternoon for it, because that's basically what you're dealing with. Anyway, let's get down to it. There is Slash. Look at this guy. Now, when I first pre-ordered him, actually it wasn't a pre-order, it was Amazon. $42, by the way, on Amazon. So waiting paid off. But when I first ordered him, I thought his green was going to be a lot lighter. It's actually a darker green, which is really cool. I really like it a lot. I think it fits Slash really well. But look at that head sculpt. Look at those teeth. They got the eye going good. The aesthetics of this guy, he is very eye-catching. I know he's going to stand out in my turtle collection. Then we get to the back. Look at the... Now, one thing I love about him, they included the tail. I really think that's cool. I love the yellow. The yellow pops. You can just tell on the camera how much that yellow pops. And then you sprinkle in some of the pink. This is a very eye-catching figure. This is going to be one of those figures that's going to stand out in your collection. People are going to walk in or they're going to see it on film. They're like, what the hell is that? So very, very cool looking figure. We'll go over his articulation in a second, but we have got about 1 billion accessories to go over first. Let's go to one thing that Super 7 is known for. This is, of course, his old weapon rack from the vintage Slash. One thing that was a little troubling was this was actually broke off. It's not a big deal because these do peg off, but I kind of like to leave them together. This was broke off and rattling around in the package, but still not a huge deal. So essentially you're getting every weapon that is painted in the original pink weapon rack here. This is just paying homage to the vintage figure itself, but still cool to have. I'm not going to use this. It's going to stay in the package, but definitely wanted to show you guys. Got the grenades, got the swords, nunchucks, the whole shebang. So there you go. There's that. We'll set that to the side. What we care about is the painted weapons, and we got a lot to go over. So first, his knife. Look at the spikes. Now, guys, if you have kids or anything, just kind of watch them around this. Very sharp. Like this right here, that's sharp. That's sharp. These are sharp. But look at the paint. The paint looks really good. I like the pink with the blade. Very sturdy. Barely even bends. So that's a good looking one. Comes with 3 ninja stars. Let me show them to you guys here real quick. There's one. He comes with 2 of these. And he comes with 1 regular star that just fell there. But he comes with 3 ninja stars. There's the other one. Comes with this giant mace. This thing is heavy duty again. It's pretty sharp on the edge, so watch that. But very cool. Painted in black and pink and some nice chrome. No, maybe not chrome. More like a silver on the end for the ball. But very cool weapon there. Nunchucks. One bad thing about these nunchucks, they don't really bend. I mean, I think you could probably bend them enough. I probably won't bend them too much. But again, just a pink and silver combination, but still look really good. So like those. His sword, black and silver. We've got tons of silver going on with this guy. Really shines. You can see off the ring light there how well that shines. So looks really good there. I really like that sword. Comes with a couple of grenades. You know, Slash, we're not good with Slash if we don't have a couple of grenades. So there's those. I think those look really cool. Comes with his smaller dagger. Again, it's black and silver. Pops pretty nicely, so that looks really good. We have the alternate head. Now, this isn't quite as demented and, you know, intimidating as the other head that's on him now, but still cool if you want your Slash to be a little more calm, I suppose is the word. But it still looks cool. A good sculpt, good paint. Nothing, no complaints there. And then we have got a whole variety of hands here. Let's go over one by one. There's an open hand. There's more of a gripping hand. This is going to be really based on what weapon you want to use. Nice pink and silver. Looks really good. The nails are painted. There's another open hand. Nails are painted with that yellow. We got the fisted hand. Another smaller gripping hand for the smaller weapons. And then another fisted hand. So just a ton of stuff, guys. We will gear him up here in a little bit. But let's go over articulation first, which is always a little bit of a problem when we're talking about a Super 7 Ultimate, as a lot of you guys know. Starting at the top, got some good rotation. This is more like neck articulation than head. You're just going to go side to side, and really almost, there's a little bit of up there, and then almost no down. So you're not going to get a ton of motion. You can kind of give him, you know, something like this, have him looking up, but that's going to be about it. Nothing super great. Arm articulation, pretty good. Goes up. It's stiff on the shoulder there, so be careful with that. Comes down nicely. One issue that we usually have with Super 7s is elbow articulation, and this is no exception. He gets nowhere near. It's kind of close to 90. It's more like about a 70, but not a lot of articulation there. You can kind of see the indent there. It just doesn't go far enough. Super 7, you're calling these ultimates, you really need to have more articulation in the elbow. As far as the wrist goes, it swivels and it goes up and down. So it's nice to see up and down on the wrist since he is a sword-wielding villain, if you will. You're getting nothing in the waist, guys. There's literally nothing in the waist. It'd be difficult to do that. There's so much going on around the waist. It's just not going to happen. Now, where we usually have our problems with Super 7 is in the hips, the knees, and that sort of area. This is actually pretty tight. This moves out pretty well. This one's a little looser, you can kind of see, but it's not the worst. It's not like a Baxter Stockman or the Crane. The Crane's horrible when it comes to the hips and feet. So not bad there. That will go in and out. That will go up. He can go up about that far. Not great, but you don't need a ton of movement for that. His knee joint, not great. Not great at all for the knee. And then the foot actually moves pretty well up and down. Really, the ankle's pretty good, and you will get some rocker there as well. So it's not the most articulated figure in the world, but I think the aesthetic of it and the way it looks really kind of makes up for that, as is the case with most Super 7 figures. But he is beefy, guys. He weighs a lot. I mean, it's like a baseball or a softball. But the articulation is just, you know, it's kind of standard for Super 7 and what we expect. So there you go. I do like the belt. Nothing's really coming off them. Nothing's falling off. There is some ports here for weapons. You could put a sword there and then maybe throw a couple of grenades there if they'll fit. I haven't really tried it. There's another spot right here where you could put a weapon. So there is options for this guy. You're not going to get every weapon with him in there, but it's close. So, all right, well, that's kind of a look at him. Let's gear him up. We'll get him on the spinny spin, and I'll give you guys some final thoughts. All right, guys, there we go. Word of warning, these weapons are very difficult to get in his hands. I have him with the most open hands he has, and it took a while. So, like I said, you're going to need some time when it comes to taking this guy out of the package, when it comes to gearing him up. He's a little bit of a chore, but I think he's well worth it. He looks really great. I really like what Super 7 did with him. Pays great homage to the vintage character. And definitely one of my favorite Super 7 figures that I have in my collection. I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. I think he's a great figure. If you can get him on sale, definitely do it. Don't pay the $55. I don't think he's worth that. But if you're like $40, $42, definitely go for something like that. And yeah, I think he looks great, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. You guys have a good one. We'll see you real soon. Later, y'all.